Hey everyone, it's me Mark, and in this video I just want to test my new setup. Well, I changed my setup because I usually change it from time to time just to improve it ever so slightly. And today I actually cleaned up my whole setup because before the setup was like really messy. There were like a lot of things all around and there's no space on a desk to use a desk or something else. And now I just freed up my desk, put the computer by the side. Let me just show you. Like so. So this is not on top anymore. And I also freed up the desk so I can actually use this wireless keyboard, put it in my lap and work like this if I want to. And I have my whole desk free. There's like nothing on the desk that I don't need. And another thing I can do with this setup is that I can, like before, I can actually use my microphone, put it up and down. So just in case I want to use the standing cam up there, all I need to do is switch to standing cam by pressing the button on the Stream Deck right here, right? And then I can just stand up and then I can move my microphone with me and I'll always sound the same. So that's cool about this setup. I was using a cheaper lens over here that doesn't give me that much black background blur in my stand-up cam, but it's a lot smaller. So I'm not using the, I'm not putting in a teleprompter in there because I never use a teleprompter. So I removed that one. And with my sitting cam, like over here, excuse me, my sitting cam over there, I'm actually using a smaller lens too. So that doesn't blur the background all that much either. So it looks like this. The background blur is sufficient, it's enough. And with my lighting, as you can see over here, I'm just using the two lights. There's like one light way up over there, it's a lot higher. And there's one light over there that just fills up the shadows. So those two lights, I put them higher so they would better fit the standing cam, because in the future I'll be using one big display over here, getting rid of the sitting cam, and I'll just be filming standing because I just want a bigger display to be more productive. Because like this display, it's nice because it's widescreen, but the problem is, you know, it's widescreen, the aspect ratio is like, it's like half is missing. All right, so now I have my iPad over here. Instead of putting it in a normal, like smaller magic arm, I'm using the original magic arm from Manfrotto, which I have a lot of. It's always good to have a magic arm at home. This is more sturdy, and I can change the position just by like opening up the dial over here and then just putting it in new position and closing it. But this position works great for sitting and standing, and I'm using the Apple Pencil to draw on it like so, to be able to draw on the Apple Pencil. Right, so that's like, I don't know, chose the wrong brush. Okay, so really cool. Okay, so another thing I can do here is because I can work standing, I can actually make another scene where I can go standing, and then I'll just make another scene where the iPad is on there standing. So I'll still set up that scene, and then I'll be standing and have the iPad side by side next to me. So because the sitting cam, I'm getting rid of it in the future. All right, so let me just show you another thing over here. The cool thing about this setup is that I have the side monitor on the side of my bigger monitor. So which means that if I want to drag things over, I'll just drag it to the left, right? And the top monitor is not dragged to the top because that's where the menu is. I'll just drag it to the right. And but I'm not using that monitor as an extra screen. I'm actually using the top monitor, as you see over there. I'm using that monitor to see what you're seeing. So yeah, and then I got rid of the Rodecaster Pro. Like that was a big audio interface because I'm only using one input most of the time anyway. I only needed the Rodecaster Pro because of the better sound quality and because because it has multiple inputs. So if in case one microphone stops working, I can use the other one. But this microphone is pretty reliable, so I'm just sticking with the Shure SM7B anyway. And I'm using the Wave XLR audio interface, which is this thing over here. I'm using this thing here as my audio interface, the only audio interface actually. And I'm only using one microphone this time. All right, so the Stream Deck's over here, the Wave XLR is over here. So as you can see over here, it's all on my desk. I have this thing to turn off the lights in the background if I wanted to, so I can like go like so, and then turn it off and turn it back on. I usually keep it on, so there's no reason to like keep the remote here, but it's always nice to have a remote here. And then I have my AirPods Pro. Because if I'm going on a Zoom conference or something like that, I want to hear what you're saying instead of like having my whole family hear like the Zoom conference. This is like great to like, of course you can like use these headphones instead. These are the Beyerdynamic DT770 Pro, and these are headphones that you usually use in film for audio editing and to on location sound recording. So I love these because this is actually the second pair, because the first pair I had the cord ripped. I don't know, I wasn't taking care, and now I bought exactly the same microphones, headphones. Okay, so I have these over here, and these are just on a, it's actually a mini magic arm and a clamp. So it's just like, you know, like really cool to just put the headphones on there. All right, so another thing, I put the Mac Pro down here. I'm using a lot less inputs, so I just connected it to one hard drive, which is what I'm using for Dropbox. Keep in mind, if you're using an external drive for Dropbox, if that gets ejected, then Dropbox will delete all your files automatically without even asking you. So that's a big problem. But I don't have enough space on my internal drive. That's why I'm using an external drive here. Another thing to notice is that I have my Nintendo Switch up there. It's here. So the cool thing about that is that this is usually be in the floor, and then it kept on falling over. So whenever we're playing Nintendo with our family, like with my wife and daughter, because we like playing computer games, then it's not on the floor and it won't fall down, which is great. Another thing that I did here is I put like this monitor on like a monitor holder, like. It's an iPad holder actually from Ulanzi. I have this monitor there, I have that monitor there, and I have my iPad over here on those monitor holders, and those are great. And just clamped it with a mini magic arm from Small Rig to a Small Rig clamp, and then clamped it here to my Mac Pro, and this one here is clamped to my desk. And that one's clamped with a mini magic arm too, to the shelf above. Yeah, so the lights and the standing cam, they're on a, what do you call it? They're on an Elgato. It's an Elgato light stand kind of thingy, what you put on their desk. I don't even know what it's really called, but those are great because they're like, you can like extend them and you know, like shorten them just by twisting, right, and then twisting them in place. So I have them. They have a sleek appearance, and it's great. But the smaller one, the main camera over there, down there, that's actually on a magic arm. So if I like move this up, which I can, you can see the background over there, and that's just like my only external drive. We usually make a backup on another drive. I do actually have another drive where I have exactly the same what's on here on the other drive. But here are my USB connections. Actually don't need that many, but some of them are like connected to hard drives, which I have mounted now, and one is connected to the external camera. The camera you can we're seeing me in right now. So that's a Canon M200, and that's what I'm using to like show you my setup. All right, and this is just the box for the monitor. I put it up here because then I want to like unmount this monitor and use it to something else when I get the bigger screen in the background. So this is just like great for to like put it like, you know, near me. Okay, so one thing I can do with this monitor, because it's on an Elgatron arm, is that I can like move it towards me, tilt it down, right, and then I can like lean back like so. I can lean back and then put my feet like under the desk, and then I can like put this on my lap, right? And then I can like work and edit pictures or edit videos like so. And this is really cool because then I can really lay back on my chair at night, and then like maybe put a drink over here, like, you know, like a glass of water, and then work on and edit my pictures like so without it's like a couch actually. Very, very, very nice. To like, and very relaxing to work like that. So that's the cool thing about this this arm, is you can like put this near to you. I probably won't need it because when I have a bigger screen is like really that big, then I actually don't have to like put the screen nearer to me, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. So let's just put this back down here and down below, so you can actually, so I can use this monitor. If I tilt it back a bit, it's more natural, right? So if I'm standing, I can see it better than if I'm sitting down. And then I'll just switch to the front camera over here, and you can see me fully because the monitor is below the camera. That wouldn't work with a bigger screen, but this screen is like widescreen, so it gives me a lot of real estate screen space to be able to put stuff next to each other. You know, I can put documents and my notes like here and here and here. And when I'm doing my bookkeeping, which you have to do when if you're a company, right? I can like leave stuff open next to each other, and that's great. All right, so the bigger screen that I'm getting is like until up there. It's slightly below the top camera, and it's gonna fill the whole background over here, right? So you won't be able to see anything at the background. And the cool thing about it is that I think I can read like everything from sitting down, laid back position. So yeah, so it'll free up all of the desk, right? So I'm removing everything on the desk, and then I'll just, and these cables, I'll extend them. So the whole desk is free except for like this thing here, and I'll put these two at the side. So these are not that big anyway. That's the Stream Deck. I can put it up here, like, you know, for safekeeping if I'm watching movies. And if I'm not watching movies, I'll put it in my desk. And this thing over here, the Elgato Wave XLR, same thing there. The bad thing about the Elgato Wave XLR is that I can mute it by pressing the top, and it gets red. I was just speaking now, you couldn't hear me because it was red, right? And that's like, sometimes when you're moving it around, you accidentally press the top and then it gets muted, and then you can't see it. They're talking the whole time, but there's no sound coming out. That's why I have my sound levels over here, which I can always see anytime. I'll just, you know, like to see if the sound levels are coming through and which input I've chosen. And it's the Elgato Wave XLR, which is the input that I've chosen now. All right, cool. Yeah, so those are like, this is the monitor to put out all my windows, like the controls. I have my overlays here. I have all the different scenes over here, and this is just like this monitor over there, just to see what you're seeing, so I know like what you're seeing, right? That's just me actually showing me what I'm sharing on screen. And this monitor is my working monitor where I can like see your face and stuff like that. I removed the teleprompter, but it's very easy to put on. I can just get the teleprompter and just put it on if I want to. Let me see. Here we go, that's the teleprompter, and I can put this on any of the screens. I can put this on that screen, I can put it in that screen. I can even put in the screen that I'm using now to like see me. All I need to do is like put this on like so, right? And let me see. Yeah, it's not that easy. Oh, it's because the because the autofocus is on this front part. But that's how the teleprompter looks like. And then I can, if I have like turn on the cell phone, and I put like the if I put like, I can put a zoom window there so I can like see you while I'm talking. So we'll see like, or the screen that I'm mirroring, like that screen, I can put that over there in the teleprompter. And I can also put text there so I can like see stuff, right? So I can put the teleprompter there. I can put the teleprompter on the top. I can put the teleprompter anywhere. Yeah, so that's a cool thing about it if I need a teleprompter, but I usually don't. Right, so let me just show you the standing cam again. Standing, let me see. The light's a little bit far away, so what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be tweaking the standing cam. Oh, it's got darker because I put a teleprompter in it. So let's just remove the teleprompter. And now it's brighter again. The teleprompter removes a little bit of light. So if you're using a teleprompter, you gotta lighten up the scene a bit because then it wouldn't get that dark. Okay, so standing cam, back to the standing cam. Over here, a little quick switch, that's in less than a few seconds, and now I'm standing again. So this is like my new setup, which I'm gonna be doing in a few days. This is the camera I'm gonna be using in my new setup. And it's just standing. So I'll have my microphone over here, and the microphone I can like always put away if I'm watching a movie. I can just do like so, and I'll just put it here, right, like so. And then it's not even the scene, right? So I can like remove this, and then the whole like place over here, it's the TV, you can see the whole TV. All right, or actually, you know, like monitor. Okay, so back to the standing cam. This is the cam I'm be using. We're gonna probably get a new couch. So when I'm using the standing cam, one of the main reasons that I want to use a standing cam is that my wife and daughter will be sitting on the couch, and if I'm using the standing cam, you can't really see them, which is good. So with sitting cam, you'll be seeing them in the background. But with a standing cam, I can actually put my mic over here, and in case my wife's sitting, I can like cover her up with this because she doesn't want to be in video. And then I can continue to film my videos like this. So I can work while my wife and daughter are on the couch, right? So that's the cool thing about the standing cam. Standing cam too shows a little bit more of the background, which is okay, because then it's not like too, you know, like my face is not too big, right? So that's the cool thing about the standing cam. And then I can like always tweak it, like tilt it down a little bit or tilt it up a little bit, you know, like all those things. But the cool thing is it's not going to be covering, like the monitor in front of it's not going to be covering that camera. So I'll just use the standing cam, and you have more energy. Like if you're filming when you're standing up, you have a lot more energy than if you were to film when you're sitting down. You know, that's the thing about standing cams. And if I'm sitting down, I might fall asleep. So when I'm presenting, I just need a standing cam. All right, so that's it. This is my new setup in 2023. We have May in 2023, end of May, and I'll be in a week or so, I'm gonna be getting a bigger screen for the background, so I'll be getting rid of my sitting camera, and I'll only be using a standing camera, but I'll have more space on my desk, and I can still work as efficiently because when I sit back, the screen is bigger and I can see everything, so there's no need to like get an arm to like pull the screen nearer to me. So hope this was helpful. And yeah, so depending on where you're watching this video, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and comment down below. Let me see, let's just put this on the screen. You can comment down below if you have any questions, and we'll see each other soon. Hope to see you soon. Take care, and bye-bye.